First Alert Forecast.
We're going to give you a check on what some of the highways look like on this First Alert weather day, where the good news is that as we've started to see this break in terms of the snow showers that we saw earlier this morning, road temperatures have been able to warm up. Earlier this morning, those road temperatures were closer to about 34 degrees. When we started to see that snow rolling in, that's where we started to see some of those slick spots. But even though those air temperatures sitting at 33 degrees, the road temperatures are at 39 degrees, closer to about 40 degrees, and you can't really see much that's going on. And all that snow that we did see earlier has melted if it was on any of that grassy surfaces. So right now, road conditions don't look to be too bad. But of course, our First Alert weather day is going to be continuing because not only is it with a chance still to see some more snow flurries flying around, but it's still going to be very cold. Our wind chills are going to be into the 20s throughout the entirety of the day. Now that snow risk for Northwest Ohio is pretty much over, but we have another round of snow coming as this low pressure system starts to drop down from the Great Lakes. We're already starting to see some snow showers enter the area, but it has started to follow that western track that we were talking about as we've went over the last few days and started to pick up on. We are going to see that the main part of this low pressure system will remain out of 21 country, but we are still expecting to see snow showers for pretty much most of northeast Indiana as we go throughout the rest of this afternoon, starting to pick up here again over the next about hour or two, really starting to see snow showers take more control, which does mean that if you're going to be heading out anytime between now and dinner time, make sure to drive with a little bit of caution, especially if we start to see those snow flurries flying around again. If you're on any of those smaller back roads, any bridges or ramps, just make sure to give yourself a little bit extra time, drive a little bit slower on those sections of the road because we still could see some slick spots like we did this morning. The good news is as we go throughout the rest of the night, those snow showers should clear out by about 8 or so o'clock. Starting to see conditions dry out for now, but we do have a chance to see some rain as we go into the morning tomorrow. So in terms of that snowfall, at this point, don't really expect to see much for Northwest Ohio. Again, an inch or less, but we've seen how fast that snow can melt. So even though we're not seeing any snow on the ground right now, any of that leftover snow will, again, not really accumulate too much of anything. Still watch out for those slick spots, though, on the roadways. And speaking of those chances for some rain showers, again, it'll be very quick. We could see 1 or 2 late rain showers throughout the morning tomorrow. The good news is, especially by the time we get to tomorrow night, just cloudy skies overhead, meaning conditions for Christmas on Broadway look to be very nice throughout the entirety of the night and remaining cloudy into the start of the weekend. And speaking of Christmas on Broadway, a little bit of a look for tomorrow evening. Expect to see temperatures, at least air temperatures, into the 40s. Those wind chills will probably be closer into the 30s. Make sure to bundle up for that. And giving you the first alert on the next big thing. We're a week away from Thanksgiving, believe it or not, and it does look like we're going to be entering another unsettled weather pattern throughout next week. Right now, anticipated highs are looking to just be into the 30s, so you definitely want to make sure to bundle up if you're going to be heading out for Thanksgiving. But as we take a look here at your First Alert extended forecast after our First Alert weather day today, we start to see those temperatures warm up and we dry out before we get a little bit more unsettled and cooler throughout the middle of next week.
Michael, thank you very much. Well, here is a question.